Welcome to Collaborative Inquiry for Students, Section 4, Part 2, Hypothesis-Based Learning. Our next collaborative inquiry experience is a dinosaur dig, which you will complete and create various assessments in order to apply what you have just learned about assessments. This is a hypothesis-based learning collaborative inquiry experience. We will start the CI experience with a pre-assessment. Please locate page 186, Collaborative Inquiry Assessments, where you will find the Dinosaur Dig pre-assessment. Please go to Canvas, Modules, Section 4, Part 2, Dinosaur Dig pre-assessment. Once your pre-assessment is complete, please go to Canvas Modules, Section 4, Part 2, Dinosaur Dig. Please locate pages 187 and 188, Collaborative Inquiry Experience, Dinosaur Dig, as we review this experience. Looking at the Collaborative Inquiry Process box, in this CI experience, you are going to excavate dinosaur bones and make a hypothesis after each find as to which dinosaur you are excavating. Looking at the product performance box, you will log your finds and each hypothesis on the paleontologist report you see on page 195, using the research on pages 189 through 194. Then you will develop a news report regarding the dig and the dinosaur. Looking at the Mind Skills 21st Century Skills box, you are practicing critical thinking, problem solving, and the team component of making collaborative decisions. Based on these tasks, write 4 debriefing questions you might ask at the end of this experience. Use Questions for Life keywords on page 62 to write your questions at various levels of thinking. Post your questions in the dinosaur excavation document in the discussion area for your Musketeer group. Remember, we are going to Canvas, Modules, Section 4, Part 2, Dinosaur Dig discussion area. Dinosaur Dig Self-Assessment. Please locate page 196, Dinosaur Dig Self-Assessment, and review the criteria and various levels of performance. At the conclusion of the Dinosaur Dig experience, you will self-assess and evaluate your performance based on these criteria. Please go to Canvas, Modules, Section 4, Part 2, Dinosaur Dig. Now that we have addressed the various assessments, we will review the excavation requirements. During the excavation, you will want to work together to review the dinosaur's anatomy, habitat, and then feeding routines. After discussing the anatomy, hypothesize the kind of dinosaur it is. After reflecting on the habitat, think about the kind of dinosaur it may be. And after discussing the feeding routines, think about the kind of dinosaur you think it is. Now that you had 3 opportunities to hypothesize the dinosaur, please mark your best guess on the paleontologist report. Remember that your group must make a collaborative hypothesis following each and every find. You will also use your group's editable Google Doc to pose questions about your experience. The following image is one of the dinosaurs you would have excavated. You may check your dinosaur excavation document to find the answers to your dinosaur find. Remember, you are going to create a news report on the dig and the dinosaur you found. The following image is one of the dinosaurs you would have excavated. You may check your dinosaur excavation document to find the answers to your dinosaur find. Here is another image of one of the dinosaurs you would have excavated. Remember, you may check your dinosaur excavation document to find the answers to your dinosaur find. Here is another image of one of the dinosaurs you would have excavated. Now, to developing a news report on the dig and the dinosaur. When you have concluded your excavation and identified the organism, your group will develop a news report relating to the dig and the dinosaur. All members of your group should participate in the news report. For example, one of you can be the broadcaster, and the others can be field reporters interviewing the paleontologist. Please be sure to post your news report to Canvas Modules Section 4 Part 2, Dinosaur Dig. Then, locate page 196, Dinosaur Dig Self-Assessment, and self-assess your performance based on the criteria in the rubric. Now that you have completed the self-assessment, what did you do well and what were your challenges? Did you have fun creating the news report? Did you struggle with your paleontologist report and got so engrossed in the excavation that you forgot to do the hypothesis sometimes? How do you think your collaboration was? For the reflective assessment, please locate your reflective assessment questions. Alternate asking and answering the reflective assessment questions you wrote. Those were the debriefing questions that you created earlier. Then, after you have asked and answered each other's reflective assessment questions, locate the adaptations box on page 188. What lesson or concepts in your curriculum do you believe would lend itself to an excavation experience that involves hypothesis? In science, could you do a direct application of a dinosaur dig using forensics based on excavations? In language arts, can you predict the story given clues from different scenes? Social studies, could archaeological digs represent various countries, states, cultures, periods in history, or historical events? For PE and health, can you predict a diagnosis based on symptoms? What realizations do you have regarding the use of various types of assessment? Do you realize that a pre-assessment can really set the stage for what comes next and get students thinking about the content? Do you think your students need to do more self-assessment rather than you doing all of the assessment? Do you think debriefing a large activity like this one is important so that students understand and can make connections to what they are learning? Remember, assessment should occur before, during, and after instruction. Collaborative inquiry experiences can be extremely complex, and quality assessments become even more crucial in providing acceptable evidence of learning and maintaining accountability. We are now going to do a celebration and energizer. You have worked hard on essential questions, assessments, and the dinosaur dig, so we are going to celebrate completing this section. In honor of our dinosaur dig and a famous prehistoric family, we're going to do a Flintstone celebration. Please stand and repeat the cheer after me. Yabba dabba doo, we're through. Yabba dabba doo, we're through. Yabba dabba doo, we're through. Nice job, everyone. What did you do well and what were your challenges? during this dinosaur excavation? Did you have fun creating the news report? Did you struggle with the paleontologist report? How did you think your collaboration was? This concludes hypothesis-based test learning. Please continue to Modules Section 4, Part 2, Dream, Envision the End, Treasure Chest, Review, and Envision.